1990. Were you 89?
No, don't.
Oh, you were 90.
My name.
Okay. You were born in 90s. So, my favorite cartoons, I'm just going to say a few of mine. The Rugrats. Oh, don't you hate on the Rugrats?
Oh,
Appropriately rated.
What? The Rugrats, man.
disgusting.
I feel like I could go back and watch a Rugrats episode now and I would love it.
I don't like the Rugrats.
What happened?
Disgusting.
No Q-tips at your house? You can't
Don't
hear
like 'em.
anymore? I said appropriately rated. I think everyone
That's my hint for,
Rugrats
well,
rated
I'm not going
very
to say because I don't
Okay,
think YouTube would be
alright,
happy with
alright.
me. Or
Another
people on YouTube could still.
SpongeBob, I mean, that one's
SpongeBob.
still relevant to this day.
Love
I was
it.
going to say,
It's
I
good.
don't even know if people listening at home remember the Rugrats. But
I don't
SpongeBob,
like it. I've
What?
seen it. I don't like it. What do you see?
SpongeBob is maybe my favorite television show
just
of all
only
time.
because people do talk about it as if, and probably an overrated painting, but people talk about it as if it's the Mona Lisa of just television.
SpongeBob is the Mona Lisa, man. It's such a good show. You could watch it if you're young. You could watch it if you're old. It's got some humor that I didn't get as a kid, and now I go back and watch it, and I'm like, that was funny. Oh, it's so funny, man.
I think I just was in like a shock jock mood. It's a very good show. I don't think I have any problem with SpongeBob, good, bad, or... The thing is, we can talk about it a little later, but I just didn't have cable, so I didn't watch a lot of cartoons.
It's funny because you're the one that brought this topic up.
Yeah, more from a movie standpoint. So I texted Brandon, who is the hottest cartoon character? Because that was the conversation we got at the lunch table at work. And then I started thinking about the topic of cartoons in general. And I know way more about cartoons as an adult than I did as a kid.
Wait, so you didn't have cable as a kid at all?
Never had cable, never saw an episode of Hey Arnold until 2024.
Well, that was literally the next episode on my list. It was Hey Arnold.
That's the
Amazing show.
Never
Okay,
watched. I don't think I would like
cast
it either.
in general, that's the ugliest cast, right?
Well, I mean, the kid's football head. If you don't know Hey Arnold, look it up. The kid's head is literally the shape of a football. They
But
call
even
it
Helga,
Yeah.
even though all the little friends.
Why are they all so ugly? They really are ugly.
That's an ugly crew.
Hey Arnold is one of the underrated shows in my mind, though. It's such a good show.
They're
Every
updating their
90s
own
kid
Apple Store?
goes
What?
nuts about Hey Arnold. And I think it's a little too much nostalgia because I watched it with a keen eye with my wife and Jack.
I mean, it needs one.
For the first time, they were like, just give it an episode, tell us what you think. And it's just one of those where you tell a really good joke, you kind of just had to be there.
Okay.
Whereas SpongeBob, I feel like I can watch an episode I've never seen before, and I'm like, that's legitimately funny.
You enjoy it still. Yeah. Here's one. If you grew up in the 90s, you loved this show. And the funny thing is, it fell off a cliff, and I would guess that kids right now would have never heard of this show. Rocket Power.
What?
Do you remember Rocket Power?
I don't. What is that?
But I've never seen it.
You've never seen an episode of Rocket Power? Dude, it was like kids that grew up in Los Angeles. They were like skateboard kids. They ran the town. Oh, that's a phenomenal show.
Rocket Power kids, though, the kids in Rocket Power, where are they now?
Yeah,
They're in prison, right?
probably. Except for Reggie.
Was he just a dork?
Reggie was like the older sister, and I bet that she owns like a successful business in California right now.
Were they rich kids?
No, I don't think so.
They were just street toughs, California
Yeah.
street toughs?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure it would have been great. You're missing a show with some of the hottest cartoon characters, by the way.
All right, I'm looking at the rest of my list. Hey Arnold. Oh, I know who you're gonna say. Cat Dog. You remember Cat Dog? Dude, that was like the goofiest show. I feel like that's one where if I go back and watch it now, I wouldn't like it. But man, as a kid, as like a 7-year-old boy growing up in the 90s, I loved Cat Dog.
Cat Dog lived in that super weird house, or was that?
Yeah, it was like half fish, half bone.
Okay. Yes, I have seen a couple episodes of Cat Dog. Overrated.
I'm gonna be honest, you are a brutal person to have a 90s cartoon conversation with because you haven't seen any of these episodes.
No, we haven't gotten into the good stuff. You're not
The
even
last one I have on my list. Okay, and then I'll open it up to you. Doug. Remember Doug? Do 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 do. Great stuff.
That's the hot characters.
Really? Patty Mayonnaise?
Doug is the cream of the crop when it comes to hot cartoon characters.
Doug funny? Doug was pretty ugly, but the rest of the cast.
If I recall correctly, okay, the hottest cartoon character is Jimmy Neutron's mom, but Doug's mom was hot, right?
I don't even remember what Doug's mom looked like. I remember Patty Mayonnaise, Doug, and Skeeter, and then the bad guy. I don't remember his name, but he had like
Roger
Roger
Klotz. Hideous.
Ah, Roger. That is
others.
What about the dog Pork Chop?
Pork Chop was so cute.
Yeah. Wow, I
Doug-
can't believe you're going Doug as the hottest cartoon characters.
Well, it's up against the freaking Mongoloids on Hey Arnold. I think it's not that bad. Also, if I can recall correctly, like, Skeeter was kind of cool.
Like, yeah, Skeeter was fun. Yeah, funny enough, like, Doug was a little before my time, but I watched the reruns as a kid.
I'm kind of looking at the cast right now. I think I might have overrated Doug.
Yeah, Doug is ugly, dude. He's like bald. He's got like 7 hairs coming
You
out of his
kind
head.
of look like Doug.
I don't look like Doug.
You're all... I mean, both of us are all nose, but Doug is like...
I'm pulling up.
I don't know. Brando.
Doug Funny? Wasn't that his name?
I can see you wearing that Doug outfit. Like at your
He
kid's baptism.
literally has 9 hairs coming off of his head. He looks like Baldy from Baldi's Basics, which is a game that I play on my gaming channel.
Now, I know Jimmy Neutron's a cartoon, but it was like a CGI cartoon.
Yeah,
Does
it was
that
like
count?
3D. Yeah,
Does that count?
it counts as a cartoon.
Okay, because that had a cast on it. Although Jimmy Neutron, weird kid. Jimmy Neutron always gave the vibes of like that he was like Austrian, even though he wasn't.
Jimmy Neutron is like a modern day, like, I feel like he turned into like Sam Altman or like Elon Musk
Oh.
or Mark Zuckerberg. Like, I think he became like a guy that was like so smart and then became like a billionaire CEO.
Sam Altman and Jimmy Neutron is a good comparison,
Right?
A robot dog and trying to like root. Jimmy Neutron always did something that almost ruined humanity. You know who was a cute kid?
Who?
Timmy Turner.
Oh, Fairly Odd Parents. That's a good show too.
I started watching the show one time.
Man, dude, we grew up in just prime time for cartoons. Like, what are kids
the
these
next
days
episode.
watching? They're watching me and you.
Oh. They're going to be debating their ugliest podcast.
Yeah.
Like 20 years.
Instead of quoting funny quotes from SpongeBob, they're going to be debating their favorite month of the year and if the Take 5 bar is any good.
They're gonna be like, who's cuter, Mr. Beast, Chandler, or
TFG.
TFG? Yeah.
So here's one for you. Snacks. I know you're a snackman. You're a guy who likes his snacks. What?
I'm off sugar. You didn't hear?
All right. First off, I don't believe that. Secondly, you weren't off sugar as a kid. I want to talk about my favorite snacks as a kid. Do you have a couple in mind?
I was.
All right, I'm going to give you, ready? We haven't done this in a little bit. Blind ranking snacks that we ate as a kid. You ready?
Okay.
First one. Fruit roll-ups.
You know this about me. I do have a gummy tummy.
Yeah, you like gummies.
Fruit roll-ups, elite.
They're good.
And then we stick
They
it
had
on
the
your
tongue
tongue.
tattoo ones. Remember back in the day?
No.
What?
Not a tattoo guy. You know this.
Yeah, but the tongue tattoos, they came
No,
out.
I don't even like to pretend. My
Oh.
mom would have killed me. Not doing it.
All
Not
right.
doing it. Was never the tongue tattoo guy. But, okay, fruit roll up. I think I'm going to start with. There's such a good number one that I have to hold out for it. Fruit roll up. Okay. And then you could freeze it. You could bite it. It's
yeah.
got such dexterity.
And you're struggling with this.
Oh God.
And then you can poke out the holes. And you can poke
Yeah,
out
I forgot they came with the shakes
Two.
too. I like that. All right, fruit roll up. All right, now I'm gonna go with something similar. Fruit by the foot.
No, you can't do that.
I did it. I did it.
They're the same thing.
No, they're not.
They taste
No,
the
they're
same.
not. No, they don't. Fruit by the foot. I'm not gonna tell you which one I like better, but one of them is so much better than the other one.
Brenton, I've insulted probably you. Your every facial feature that you have, every muscular issue that you have. I've insulted the smell of your car, your house, everything.
Yeah, you've insulted everything about me. My hair.
I never saw you go so quickly to the defense.
It's the fruit roll-up versus fruit by the foot debate. That's the final straw.
Okay, I would contend they're the same thing, even though they're not. I'll give it to you. So I'm gonna go 5, and it's just gonna infuriate.
Wow. Fruit. So you think they're the same thing, but then
It didn't do what fruit by the fruit roll up did, and it was so satisfying to unroll the fruit roll up in that plastic thing.
yeah.
The fruit by the foot just kind of got annoying.
So here's the thing. Even though you said they're the same thing, I disagree. Fruit roll-up, so much better. Fruit by the foot was garbage.
Yeah,
Dude, they tasted so much worse. They were fun though. It was really fun having the whole thing rolled up. Like if I'm just looking at fun, it was up there. But the taste, the fruit roll-up, is so much better than fruit by the foot. Do they still sell both of those candies?
Oh god.
this is. I was just gonna say this is a classic Boys scenario.
Yeah.
You know, do kids eat that? I've
And
never seen.
let us know in the comments. Do they still make a fruit by the foot or a fruit roll-up or both or neither?
Ow.
Okay. All right. What's the next one?
All right, next one on the list. We got Gushers.
Number 1, Uno, king of the top of the mountain. This is the Everest. You can't climb it. You can't finish it. Gushers. Unreal.
Wait, so is that the one you were waiting for?
I knew you were a sucker, and you were going to put this on the top 5 list. And this is a very gummy-heavy list.
It is a gummy-heavy list.
Gushers, so good. The flavor profile is astounding. And you know what? Gushers is what prepared adults for Michelin-starred food. Because it was really like the candy company doing what a Michelin, like Thomas Keller would do with the French Laundry. It's like putting a sauce inside of another thing, and then you biting it and not expecting that burst of flavor. And then
I love a Gusher. I love a Gusher.
What's
wow, number 1.
the blue Gushers?
I like the blue and I like the red.
I feel like they all tasted the same, if I can be honest.
Yeah, they kind of all were the same.
Gushers,
It's almost like us arguing like our favorite color M&M.
And it's a top 5 list, but it's Gusher 1, and everything else is 4A, 4B, 4C. It's such a gap. It is the difference between freaking like LeBron James and a bench player.
All right, you ready? Next up, Pop Rocks.
5. Prison food.
You already put fruit by the foot at 5.
Oh, I forgot 4.
You didn't like Pop Rocks?
They were so good, but they weren't real. It was a fake food.
Okay.
Gushers, fruit by the foot, fruit roll up, all repeatable foods. Pop Rocks was a novelty.
It was a novelty. I'll give you that. It's not something you're snacking on and you're satisfied. It's almost like cotton candy.
Nobody's coming home from a rough day of school and being like, I need to sit on the couch and pop in some Pop Rocks.
Here's a spoiler alert. The one that I saved for last is my number 1.
Okay, what is it?
It's my favorite snack. Definitely as a child. Maybe still to this day.
The shark candies?
Nah, those are fine. Those are fine. Number 1 snack from the 90s for me, Dunkaroos. Come on. That's your 3rd place. You put Dunkaroos 3rd.
Okay, I will agree. A roux is on the same tier as a Gusher. But it's
other than that, you have a good list.
But with a good roux, the problem with a good roux is you would be left over with too many cookies after the. What kind of Dunkaroo, first of all?
My favorite was always
Birthday cake.
No, my favorite was the chocolate, but the birthday cake was definitely the most popular.
The birthday cake is the elite one.
That's the one with like the confetti in it, right?
Confetti in the vanilla icing.
Yeah. And that one was very good too, but I always liked the chocolate.
That's a Hall of Fame snack. Like that is
First what I'm telling you.
We
First
don't
ballot.
debate it.
Unanimous.
Not a single vote no. I don't think a single. Also, what a great name, the Dunkaroo.
Oh yeah. Great branding.
It's a little kangaroo and it tells you everything you need to know just in the name.
And even just the packaging is fun. Like you've got the blue dipping sauce, the blue. You kind of like it's really sharp on the corners, and you poke your fingers every time when you're trying to get the wrapper off.
Do you think it was blue because it was Dunkaroo? Like they were trying to make the blue Dunkaroos? Like a full.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong.
Did the Dunkaroo come with the stick?
Nah, there was no stick. You just dumped your little cookies in the icing yourself.
Okay, can we talk about honorable mentions that are not on the list?
I was going to ask you, is there anything that you enjoyed as a kid that I didn't have on the top 5 list?
The cheese cup with the sticks, but not the sticks, pretzels.
Oh my god. Dude, that might be the all-time worst snack in the history of snacks. Those are so bad.
What?
The cheese dip with the freaking crackers, and they came with like the red stick to smear it on.
You're thinking of the wrong thing.
What are you thinking of?
They were the cylinder sticks.
Those were bad too. Dude, that's an all-time bad snack. You just lost all snack credibility.
Snackability?
No, snackability gone.
Can we all agree? To a fan base, to a person, to a man, to a woman, to an animal. That those little weird cheese ones with the peanut butter inside that were like the little cracker sandwiches.
Oh, Ritz Bits.
Every single one, you were definitely poor. 2,
what? I loved Ritz Bits.
Hey, story checks out.
Dude. Ritz Bits, I'm actually mad that I didn't put Ritz Bits on my top 5 list.
Ritz Bits can't be a top 5.
Dude, I loved Ritz Bits. And then they had not only did they have the peanut butter, they had the cheese. And what I would always do was I would twist it, and then one of the crackers would have no cheese on it, the other one would have cheese, and I'd eat the cracker with no cheese. Then I'd twist another one, and I'd double stuff my Ritz Bits. So I'd have a double stuffed Ritz Bits. It works with the peanut butter and the cheese.
A double stuffed Ritz Bits.
Ritz Bits.
It's 2 crimes in one. Like, that's a double homicide. You are charged.
That's Your Honor, you can't convict me of murder. I killed 2 people.
Okay, this didn't really count as a snack, but boy, was it good. But the 3D Doritos, but it had to be in that tube.
What's the 3D Doritos?
They were just 3D. They were 3-dimensional.
That's huge.
They weren't a flat chip.
It was just like a chunk of chip?
They were like mini.
Oh.
You know what was a good 90s snack? And I feel like it still has longevity today. Underrated, but it does feel like your parents are a little weird if you came to school with this.
Okay.
Because I had them. The Bugle.
When you said 3D, my first thought was the Bugle. I like a Bugle.
Good
I'm
thing.
gonna be honest, I didn't have many Bugles growing up.
I love
But
you.
whenever
Just
your buddy would have a Bugle and
Okay.
you'd be like, "Can I have one?" It's like, these aren't bad, and you get to put them on your fingers, which
I
is
was a
always
Bugle
fun.
boy. You
Yeah.
always lock them down with the 5 fingers.
Yeah. And then every once in a while, you bite the tip of your finger accidentally, and it really hurts.
Every single time. But
Yeah.
the Bugle was
Underrated.
very underrated. But it
The
could be
Bugle
weird
is
kid
like-
snack.
It's like, it's very unique too. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Like it seems like such a basic snack, but it's got a unique flavor. Is it corn based? Is that
I
what the
would imagine
Bugle
it's
was?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would imagine it. I can't put my finger on it, but the Bugle felt Latin American.
Okay, I like the Bugle growing up. I can't tell if this episode right now is because I am loving this conversation. This is a trip down memory lane. I feel like I'm 7-year-old like Brandon again, but I can't tell if everything we're saying, our audience is like, oh, the Bugle, oh, the Dunkaroo, oh, SpongeBob, or if they're like, what are you old guys talking about?
Yeah, but they can.
I know it's something.
This is all about teaching the next generation. because I'm about to hit you with something, and I hate it. And this is something I feel like my wife did. I hated people who made this to a fine point. Oh, kind of creeped me out. Just eat the darn thing.
What?
The push pop.
Oh, the push pop.
And then you would have these girls who would like almost lipstick it to a fine point.
Yeah.
That, and all kids that probably grew up and tried to be in a rock band did that.
The push pops were dangerous because you're right. At the end, it would get so sharp. Well, the ring pop was pretty good.
I'm a big ring pop guy.
Ring pop is good. You know what's funny? I didn't have a ring pop for like 20 years, and then Steve like randomly got like a pack of ring pops because it's Steve. And dude, it's so funny. The ring is so tiny. Like I don't have very big fingers, dude. Those rings, they're for like little pencil fingers. I guess they are for children.
And didn't you feel like a 1970s New York City organized mobster when you had a ring
got
pop
that
on?
big gem ring on there, and they tasted good too.
They were so good. I'm serious. If you're listening to this and you've never had a ring pop, go ask your parents, your uncle.
They still make the ring pop. I've seen them in the grocery store still.
Go get yourself a ring pop. Have yourself a night, fella. Even if you are past your prime, like we are.
Have yourself a night. Like I'm just picturing someone after a rough week of school, like instead of cracking open a beer, they just like unwrap a ring pop.
No.
Like
You never unwrap it. You always had to pop it because it had such.
right.
It would like.
It was like a
Every
balloon.
time.
It was filled. All right. Well, I'm kind of salivating. I think talking about snacks, it's the perfect time to bring out the Take 5 bar. Okay, can I try this thing on air?
Yes, but let me.
So, if you guys didn't see the episode, probably a couple episodes ago, we were talking about our favorite Halloween candies, and I said my favorite was, I think, the Snickers bar or something like that. Abby said Take 5 bar. I made a big deal. Maybe it's going to be good. You know, they changed these a little bit, because now they're Reese's branded. They used to just be their own thing.
I hate that they say Reese's on top. They've always been owned by Reese's, but they've gotten worse since they changed the packaging.
Yeah, it's definitely, I don't think it's the same exact formula. It's similar. So it's pretzels, caramel, peanut butter, peanuts, and chocolate. So you got the salty, sweet. This better be freaking good. It smells good.
Do you know what a supernova is?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You're
I
about
took
to experience-
astronomy in high school, in college.
You're about to experience one on your taste buds right now, fella.
All right, here we go. Take 5 bar. I hated on this a few weeks ago. Ooh, nice crunch.
Oh, yes. And Brandon is currently experiencing a flashback to Nirvana that he has not felt in his body on his taste buds in 15 years. He's looking at me, thinking so that I want to be the person who rains on Abby's parades, but I can't do it. I cannot do it. I'm trying to come up with a quick quip. Oh, what happened to the rest of it?
I'll put it down for now.
You're saving it for later.
No, I'm saving it because I want to throw it out. It's horrible. No, I'm kidding. That's really good.
I haven't felt my heart sink in quite some time.
That's phenomenal.
Devastated. Because
Let me give people a little side view here. I don't know if they can see that or not. You got the pretzels right there. It's so blurry. You're not going to be able to see that. And if you're listening on Spotify or Apple, I just tried to show people the inside. It's very good. I'm trying to decide if that would be my favorite chocolate bar of all time. But boy, is it good. I'll give it to you.
It's got everything. Are you a recommendation boy?
What do you mean?
Like, you don't shy away from saying this pizzeria is the best, this candy's the best, this sandwich is the best.
I think it depends on who you are. Like, if it's my friends, yeah. Like, if you told me, hey, I'm going to Penn State for a weekend, I'm giving you recommendations, you know, as far as the eye can see. But if it's a stranger, I don't know, because the problem with giving a recommendation is then you get a little nervous that what if they don't like it?
But then, isn't it the inverse?
I'm giving
It's your friends. Your friends, I feel like, would be more important in this scenario. I'm getting really, as I age, on the fence about giving any recommendations. And I get very stuck with my recommendations now, because it's like, oh, make sure you have it. It's the best taco you've ever had, but it's sort of okay. but there's times where it's not great. But oh boy, is it going to hit.
You also don't want to raise their expectations too much.
That's the thing.
Because then they go into it thinking it's going to be the greatest taco of all time, and then it's like, all right. I will say, these recommendations when it comes to food, I don't know if you've ever missed for me.
Well, you claim I'm missing New Haven, which is such a bad choice by you.
Okay, that's the one. That's the one. But the one thing I'll give you is that's a style thing. That's a style thing. But when you give me a recommendation for, like, pizza or tacos or, like, I will say, you knock it out of the park. I think the problem with New Haven pizza is I like it. It's not like I'm not sitting here saying New Haven pizza's bad. It's not my preferred style of pizza. I like a wood-fired Neapolitan pizza. That's my favorite.
By the way, little sidebar, you're the worst famous person to know. Because hold on, I did tell my wife. I was like, if you just look at the paper card of it, 5 million followers across platforms. Like, these are all been in the business for 10 years, been to Mr. Beast video, has got famous friends, as an agent, as a manager, all this stuff. But he couldn't even get me into Domino's on a Saturday.
They'd be like, sir, we're closing.
There's like New York City influencers. I click on Luke Callie's profile all the time. We obviously know we have a connection to Luke Callie's. By the way, tried to answer the phone. He didn't answer. I called in all this. I called in all my plugs. I was like, can I get into Carbone? I asked my Albanian neighbor, do you have a plug? And he goes, yeah, you want to go to Carbone? I said, everyone can get into Carbone. Relax, Tony. I want to go to Amelia.
What about Rayo's?
Rayo's is another place.
Have you ever seen, like, the story of Rayo's in New York City? I know you have, but I'm kind of telling the people. There's this restaurant in New York City. It has, like, 5 tables. And it's, like, impossible to get in because the tables, it's like season tickets. Like, you own the table.
Yep.
So that table over there, table 5, is owned by, like, some Italian mobster. And only him or his friends can go. Yeah. That table over there is owned by Leonardo DiCaprio. Only him and his friends can go. And I became fascinated with this. I went down like a TikTok rabbit hole on Rayo's in New York City. Because the only Rayo's I know is their sauce in the grocery store, and it's not that good. But apparently the Rayo's in New York City is completely different, and the food's phenomenal. I want to go so badly, but I don't know how I would get in.
You know, Frankie bumped me from Rayo's.
What?
Yeah, Frankie bumped me from Rayo's.
Who's Frankie?
Our Frankie.
Our friend Frank from work?
Yeah, bumped me.
Actually, wait, can I battle?
He tapped me on the back one day at work, and he goes, hey, I'm going to Rayo's tonight with my cousin Mark and my dad. You want to come? You want to be the 4th seat? And I said, no, this is going to be a dream. Absolutely. My wife's giving birth tonight. I'm canceling that. I'm coming to Rayo's with you.
This is, we're kind of joking, but if you don't know anything about Rayo's, look it up. If you somehow know someone that can get you in, that's a big deal. It's very exclusive. It's harder to get into Rayo's than the White House.
Especially now. Yeah. So I go, absolutely. Then basically, like 2 hours later, he's like, you're out, Chubby's coming.
Who's Chubby?
His brother. But his brother's big Rayo. They all
This wasn't like all of their first time.
No.
That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card.
That happened to me. He's also. I almost had a private dinner. Same thing. I think I got bumped from Rayo's twice by Frank. He owes me a Rayo's dinner, and he used to have
Frank know that can get him into Rayo.
His cousin's the most famous pizza chef in the world.
His cousin, I forgot. His cousin owns Lucali's, right? And Lucali's is like super exclusive in Brooklyn, so he has connections.
Brandon, I can't even get into Lucali's, and Frank's one of my best friends. So you two, between you and Frank, who needs enemies when you got friends like this?
Which son?
Okay, there was. I got to be honest. I am very grateful for you. I love you as a friend. It's not what you do for me. I enjoy your friendship.
I mean, look at this. You were an accountant a year ago, and now you're still an accountant, and you make like $100 a week doing. Not even. What do we make on this podcast? Like $100 a month? We don't make any money on this podcast. We can't get any
What
sponsorship.
is his name?
Nobody wants
Yeah,
to
you-
sponsor the podcast. This podcast is brought to you by my
He
cup
had a
of
different
water.
name.
Big so little that you sent me my pay stubs, and I forgot to claim the last 3 pay stubs.
Also, we are in the negatives. The computers that we bought, we have laptops and cameras, it's way more expensive than any money we've ever made. We are probably $1,000 in the negative each on this podcast. You think more? Yeah, probably been that bad.
I bought the lights, I bought the things, I buy props, I do things.
Yeah.
The rep. Also, every time I see the chest, right, even if it's the $100, I spend double it because I'm like, oh, that's $100 I never would have had before. Let's go get sushi, and I spend
Well, last time I told Abby because we had a brand deal. We did get one sponsorship. I'll say it. Shout out Surfshark
Surfshark for life.
right? And again, we didn't make very much on that brand deal. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but it was like a couple $100 total. So I told Abby the next time the paychecks came in, I was like, oh, you see that Surfshark money come in? And he was like, oh, I forgot that I even got paid on this podcast. There have been 3 or 4 paychecks that you just completely forgot about.
Yeah, which is good because that means we're doing it for the love of the game.
Oh,
We're doing
God.
it for love. It's love. It's
Yeah.
love and wasting
Gang up.
time away from our
Gang.
wives.
Audio.
And your child, my future kid.
Yeah. But it's all about that diamond. It's all about the diamond at the end. We're the Kurt Stignettis of the podcast. We're going to make it when we're 65. But back to the food game. Don't you wish you could throw your weight around a little bit with your number of followers?
Yeah, I would feel like such a loser though to
But
be
that's
like,
why you
I would call them and be like, I got 5 million subscribers. Can I get a table at Oreos? And they'd be like, who are you? Get out of here.
Could it work? I called and I was like, the frustrated gamer would like to come tonight. So could it work?
Definitely not.
You don't think it works at least one spot? If they
Oh,
look at
I thought you meant at Rayos.
no, not Rayos. But if they look at your subscriber count, there's a lot of places that love the hype.
I think if you find the right place, that would be like, hey, can he post about it on his Instagram or something?
Yeah.
Maybe it could.
You don't think Razzo or
I
Arts?
think he's going through a mood at the moment.
I mean,
Not
those you
for
can get a
Lindsay, but
table
doesn't
anyway, though. You could just walk right in. You know what I mean?
No.
What do you you don't think you could get into McDonald's? Yeah, but so can Joe Schmo down the road.
No, you don't want to do it. But can I do it?
You want to use my name?
Yeah, well, you're going to have to come. You're going to have to make the 2.5 hours.
Okay, I need to eat or stop with what I'm not. New studio.
I found some shrimp just so I could.
Well, why don't you? Now, hey, you're on the podcast now, and even though most of our subscribers are from the vlogs, technically you're on a podcast with over 1 million subscribers. So just be like, hey, here's my podcast. Show you in the video, and then show them the amount of subscribers.
You can't do it, so Kayla would have to call as like my personal assistant.
Oh.
And say Lunch Florida would like to come to the restaurant. They're like, who the hell's Lunch Florida?
Hey, Abby from the Lunch Table podcast with over 1 million subscribers would like to sign at your establishment.
I think I'd like to start trying this.
Give it a try.
We should make. I should make like a short vlog of all the places calling up and
That reject you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it gets worse and worse. Just like you said, by the end, you're trying to get into like Domino's because you gave up, and even they're like closing. Sorry, buddy, we've been closed for 10 minutes.
I feel like it can work. I'm gonna try it once.
I want to get into Rayo's, man.
What if I got you into Rayo's? Would you drop everything to come up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll drop. So this is an idea for the future of the podcast. It's not. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, or it probably will, but this is going to be in the future. People now that this episode's come out, people have seen my vlog where I said that the vlog is kind of coming to an end. I'm having a child. The vlogs are, one, very expensive, two, take a ton of time. So the vlogs are kind of coming to an end once my child comes. So Abby and I are going to kind of focus on this podcast a little bit more. And one of our ideas is to eventually have like a membership, whether it's Patreon, whether it's on YouTube. I don't know the details. But as a thank you for the members, I think one of our ideas was to have like milestones. So if we hit like 500 members, we do something crazy. And one of your ideas was for, and I love this idea, is like if we hit 500 members, Brandon has to eat like an expensive steak at like a steakhouse, which people at home might be like, why is that a milestone? Because I don't eat red meat. So I would have to pay like $100 for this steak, and I'd have to eat the whole thing, and I would be miserable. And we would obviously make a video out of it and then post it for our members to see.
I just thought of a good one for myself. Like if we hit 1,000, Abby has to go vegetarian for a month.
Oh, that'd be rough. My big one for you, you know what it is, and I
shaved my head.
It would be both of us, but I know it would be harder to get you. How many members would we need to get for you to agree that we both shave our heads? 10,000? That'd be a lot.
I don't know.
Maybe 5,000.
I was going to say 5,000.
Okay. Because 5,000 members, that would be enough that you'd be making enough money that it would be worthwhile.
5,000 members, and I'll shave my head. I'm going to so regret what I just said.
Yeah, it's live now. We all saw it, and it's clipped.
After we get to 4,500 members, I'm going to boost the membership fee to like $1,000.
We're going to be at like 4,900 members, and all of a sudden the membership's going to be like $600 a month. It's $10,000. Let's be honest. If we get 4,900 members, we're going to be pretty freaking happy. That's like elite.
It's got to be enough members that it's. I don't even think twice about the hair transplant that I'm going to need for the turkey, because I am going to go into a spiral. If I see even a missing speck on that head after I shave it,
it would grow back.
Brandon, it's like one of those things. I'm telling you.
What? You think if you shave your head, it's not going to grow back?
It's just the weird. You're going to. This is a rat's nest right now. This is what it looks like, right? There's something that makes you feel like if you start cutting through the Amazon rainforest that you're going to see things.
Good night. Love you, baby. You too. I need to hurry up. That was just my Nina.
Didn't want to see.
A bird's gonna fly out. Hey, there's the chips that I lost last week.
Oh, this is an apropos hat. This is from Papa Bagels in the City. Do you see what it says?
Nah, it's all flushed out. Oh, not famous but known.
I feel like that's pretty accurate.
I feel like we're famous but unknown. If you look at our subscribers. We got 5 million subscribers. Nobody knows who the heck we are.
I still have not been noticed, man. And in the mall this weekend with all the teenagers and stuff, I was like, all right, you know, I'm with my kid. I'd rather you not bother me and Raphael. Nothing.
So I want to talk about that because Abby and I had a conversation before we went live about the mall. And we record these episodes about a month ahead of time. So right now, today, we are recording this on November 20th. Hasn't been Thanksgiving yet. But you told me this weekend you went to the mall and your child took a picture with Santa Claus.
Yeah,
And that's a crime.
Why?
It's a crime to start celebrating Christmas before Thanksgiving is over. You have to respect the bird. Respect the bird. I went to the grocery store the other day. They already have Christmas decorations up.
I've never agreed with you more. The disrespect of Thanksgiving is something that, if I ran for president, would be one of my top platforms. Put away the Christmas ornaments. But
I saw Christmas decorations out before Halloween this year. Respect the pumpkin.
The problem with Christmas cards, and I'm not pro Christmas card either, is you have to plan.
I see.
So
you wanted to get a picture with your son with Santa Claus and send them out as a Christmas card. You know what? You gave me the one answer I will accept.
But I'm not actually sending them out as Christmas cards because I think Christmas cards is the biggest, like, stop trying to show off. I like the Christmas cards.
Wait, you're not sending out a Christmas card?
To, like, 7 people. Like, my parents, my sisters. Do you want one?
No, I'm just saying, so then your whole excuse about going so you can make a Christmas card is out the window.
Yeah.
So you just lied to all of us. You were like, I agree with you, but I want to have enough time to make a Christmas card. And then you're like, but I'm not sending out a Christmas card. So you just disrespected the bird a week before Thanksgiving.
It's also the second photo shoot that I've done with it with my son on this before. So, like, it was not even the ones I would utilize. We had a whole private photography session for the Christmas card. This was just kind of to kill time on a Sunday.
So you showed me a picture, and I know you don't want to put your child online, and that's totally fair. You showed me the picture of your son with Santa Claus, and at first I was like, oh, that's really adorable, Raphael with Santa Claus. And then I looked closer, and Santa Claus was laying on a felt couch. Okay, where did you go? Why was Santa Claus not on, first off, why wasn't he sitting? And why was he laying on a couch? And he was, bear hugging your child. I would have been very concerned. Who was this man?
So Intrusive Thoughts, I think, won that day because we go to the mall on a Sunday that's closed on the Sunday, but the food court and activities are open, per se.
Okay. So food court, best part of a mall.
Absolutely. So we thought it was a great idea to go there because there would not be the rush of people for Santa. So we went and we approached this mall Santa Claus, right?
Okay.
And we go, just take a picture. Do the regular picture. Raphael's all
Are you sure this guy was, actually affiliated with the mall, or was he just a dude that just was laying on a couch?
I'm starting to think he was a random impersonator. I'm starting to question if that was the real Chris Craig.
He was just some creep in the mall.
So he takes the regular photo with him, which was fine. Raphael was good. And then he goes, watch this. And he leans all the way back. And in my head, as a father, I go, that's not normal. But in that split second, as a content creator, I go, take the picture.
Pull out the phone.
Yeah. And he does this thing where he leans back on the couch, and my son kind of just looks at him as he's, on top of him. And my son bursts out crying because obviously, why would he not?
How old is your son? 10 months? This is his first Christmas.
10 months.
Yeah.
And my son, basically, stranger danger alarm went up. And the guy kind of just, again, intrusive thoughts won. I think he was just like kind of bored. He was like, let's just make a wild one for this.
How much did you want to get recognized at the mall?
So bad.
Every time you go to a place where there's a lot of people around, especially like teenagers or kids, your alert just goes, you're like, you got a little antenna, and you're like, all right, here we go. Get the Sharpie out of my pocket, get ready for the signature, get ready for the picture. Nothing?
And I don't necessarily want it from the teenagers. Like, obviously, I would want it from one of my peers or parents or something to just be like, you know what? Steve was a waste of time for the last 5 years. I'm glad that Brandon brought you forward. No, just kidding.
You're more likely to get the, you know what, Steve would have been so much better on the podcast.
Yeah,
Tell Brandon to replace him.
Yeah. No, I just, you know, you just want to be wanted in life sometimes. I would even take, if you've ever seen me in public, but you've been too nervous to approach me.
That's never happens. I love how you think, though. I love how you think, where you're like, the only reason why I've never been recognized is because the people that recognize me are just a little too nervous to come up to me. Like, you're the president of the United States. You are Leonardo DiCaprio here. Like, you are such an intimidating presence.
I'm such a psychopath. I can't believe I got myself. I can't believe I
You said that very seriously, too.
In my head, yeah, that was absolute fact, but whatever.
So anyway, where were you going with this? When you see me and you're too nervous to come up to me, what's your thing?
I'm even okay with you, like, making fun of me or something, or, like, being like, hey, like, even a negative comment I'll take at this point.
You just want to be recognized.
Yeah, listen, if the only time you're going to recognize me, you're going to throw something at me, I probably wouldn't love that.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
But you can come up to me and make fun of me. I don't mind that.
Just give them like a, hey, love the pod.
Love the pod, schnoz. Love the pod, Crimson Chin.
I want to talk about daycares for a second, okay? And this is probably not interesting to anybody, but for some reason you have to put your name on a waiting list for daycares before the kid's even born.
Yeah.
These daycares have like a year-long waiting list. It's outrageous. So Sam and I now are touring daycares. Now, we went to a daycare on Monday. I walked in. It was a nightmare. It was exactly what I remember my daycare being. There's like a couple of yoga mats on the ground where the kids are supposed to sleep. It's a madhouse. There's like 3 frantic teachers with 17 kids running around screaming, crying. The place was dirty. You go out in the back, and there's
Did
like...
it smell?
It didn't smell. I'll give them that. It
Okay.
didn't smell. But you go out in the back, and they've got like this jungle gym that's from 1986 and is not safe at all. If you fall, you're going to get like tetanus from like a rusty nail on the ground. And I'm like, all right, this is the daycare that I remember. Then I saw the bill, by the way. It was like a college tuition. So then I texted you. I mean, it was like $12,000 a year, like something crazy. I don't know, more than that, maybe $13,000 a year.
You have to pay up front?
No, but I'm just saying, like, all right, if our baby went to daycare for a year, it would cost about $12,000, which is outrageous, right? Because this place was a pigsty. So I texted Abby. I said, oh my God, daycare's crazy. The next day, Sam and I toured another daycare. I won't say the name of it, but this is the daycare company that Abby uses for his child. Just the location in Pennsylvania. This place was amazing. Dude, I want to go there. I want to enroll there as a kid. They've got pizza day on Friday. They have a little water park area, or like a sprinkler thing. Dude, they were making, talk about the 90s. They were making marshmallow, like, you know the things where, like, you take toothpicks and marshmallows and you make, like, shapes and like, structures? Do you remember that as a kid?
Yeah, I do.
Dude, that place looked so fun. I want to enroll myself. Also, it was clean. The staff seemed really nice. What was that?
Is that the leader in the clubhouse?
Right now, that's easily number one. And here's the funny thing. It was the same price as the other one. I'm like, who in their right mind is going to the other one?
God bless venture capitalism. They're just undercutting the small guys and then kicking them out.
I guess that's the problem, but does he eat solid foods yet or no?
No, he does, but just, he's kind of, and I love the kid, but he's kind of a diva. And that shouldn't be a shock from coming from two parents like us.
I was gonna say, I mean, I love you. I love you and your wife, but especially you. A little high maintenance.
But he's gotten to the point where he just kind of sits in his high chair, like very brazenly holds his arms out, and he goes like, it's like,
feed me, my servant.
Raphael, you gotta learn. And I notice him on the cameras at daycare, and I notice him in videos with my mom. And
you pay for the cameras? So if you don't know, this daycare they have cameras in every room, and it's like $35 a month to be able to look at those cameras, which is kind of funny. You pay for it? Because I told Sam, I was like, we're not paying for that.
I thought I was going to jail the first day.
Why?
And not for the reason, like, it's not a creepy thing. Raphael was doing something so cute, so I zoomed in on him. And it was like his first day in daycare, so I wanted to show my wife. She was at work and stuff like that. So I screenshotted it, and literally, like, a big, bold message flashes on your screen. I don't know how they get their app to do this. And it said, like, this is your final warning. If you take another screenshot, you're banned from the app.
Whoa. Because you could be, like, looking at other kids.
Yeah, you don't want to take pictures. Which, in a weird way, I was like, that's tremendous. I'm glad.
Yeah, it was actually a good thing. It's like, all right, good. Other people aren't looking at my child.
Unbelievable. Great feature. I wish you could put that on your Instagram profile. Just imagine. You take an Instagram screenshot of Dua Lipa and you get like a screenshot like you were going to jail.
This is your last warning.
Yeah. No more Sydney Sweeney bookmarks on Twitter.
Dua Lipa finally DMs Abby. Hey, buddy, 23 screenshots this morning is enough.
Rafael Nadal DMs Brandon. He's like, okay,
stop screenshotting my left bicep.
Can you stop screenshotting the underwear ads? Like, yeah. Do you think anyone's ever screenshotted you?
I think what's more likely is someone on Instagram that I went to like high school with is like, hey, you see what? But that doesn't fair.
Do you think you're one of the most people in your town that people talk to behind their back?
Oh yeah.
Like
I
number
think,
one?
like, not in my town, but in my, like, my graduating class. Because I was talking to Steve about this. Steve keeps in touch with people from our graduating class a lot more than me. I was in a small high school. Like, I graduated with 135 people. We had, like, maybe 500 kids in the whole high school. So everybody kind of knew everybody. And I was talking to Steve, and I was like, how many people do you think know what we do for a living? And he's like, dude, like 132 out of 135. He's like, everybody. He's like, the amount of like parents of our friends that have come up to me that I haven't seen in 10 years and are like, hey, I heard you and Brandon are doing YouTube. And it like, everybody knows. And I'm sure they're all talking about it behind our backs.
Did you go to the 10-year reunion?
We don't have reunions. We didn't have a 5. We didn't have a 10. It's about to be my 15-year reunion this June, which, boy, does that make me feel old. I graduated high school almost 15 years ago. We don't have reunions. I'm too lazy to coordinate it.
I feel like you would be kind of a little uncomfortable at your reunion. I feel like you'd be the toast of the reunion.
I would be so uncomfortable. Because I think a lot of people would be like, oh, so I heard you do YouTube. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about that.
And then also some condescending comments, too, that
for sure
just drive you up a wall.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what do you even freaking do?
So it's like, so really? That pays the bills? Like, oh, I'd get something like that. How do you make money doing that?
That's gotta be.
I get those comments.
Yeah, you are a number one talked about person behind your back.
Absolutely. I want to talk about lunchtime.
Oh.
And I actually have one. Unless you have like an amazing one. I've got one today.
I do not.
So if you don't know, lunchtime is when we read a comment or a question from the previous episode from you guys, and we shout that person out, and we talk about the question that they asked. And by the way, really quickly, if you haven't followed us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, go there, rate us 5 stars. There is a link in the description below. audio-only downloads actually do help out our podcast a lot and help us get sponsorships in the future, which will keep us making more of these episodes. I got one today from Tony Nicchio. It says, "Hey, Brandon, how many calories does Abby eat in a day?"
Listen here, Tony, I gotta be honest, and if you're comparing me to the video that we filmed probably October 15th, you're noticing a little light in the pants.
So, well, you didn't answer his question. Maybe he wasn't calling you chubby. Maybe he was just curious how many calories you ate in a day.
There was usually a breakfast sandwich, like a bacon, egg, and cheese on a English muffin.
English
I used to get a
suck, dude.
You suck.
You like English muffins?
English muffins are tremendous with the crevices and everything.
Worst. Oh, they're so
they're crispy.
Bad. I want to like an English muffin so bad. And, like, once every other year, I'm like, I'm going to give it another shot. I'm going to buy an English muffin. And every time, they're garbage. They've got, like, a horrible aftertaste. Oh, I just hate English muffins.
English muffin is synonymous with Pennsylvania, as is Penn State football. Like, if I think of... I was giving you a bone here. Like, I think of that Thomas's with the Amish cart on the front. Like, I think Pennsylvania when I think of an English muffin.
Garbage. When I think Pennsylvania, I think like a soft pretzel, like a Philly pretzel.
That is a good choice.
You can take your English muffins. I hate them. Anyway, I'm sorry for interrupting lunchtime.
So, an English muffin, bacon, egg, and cheese, side of like eggs, another potato, or like another breakfast sausage. Kind of like
this is every morning?
It was happening a lot.
You're having like a 6-course breakfast. When do you have time to do this?
At work. I would get to work early after I dropped off the kid.
You got this at the cafeteria.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you were whipping up this in your kitchen every morning.
Then I had to turn around, gotta eat lunch, right? So I would eat a full kind of sub or a sandwich. I would do like cheesesteak in a wrap, and then I would get a slice of like barbecue chicken pizza. I think I was really in like a depressive state. Then after that, I would either get like a cookie or something, like a chocolate chip cookie or an oatmeal raisin.
They had good cookies at work. I remember those
cookies
used to be really good. I don't know if they're still good.
Then when we walked around the cubes, I would either have a
oatmeal raisin. Your guys are gonna correct me on this. Oatmeal raisin sucks. He said he gets chocolate chip or oatmeal raisin. Pick the chocolate chip any day over the oatmeal raisin. For history's sake, they suck. Ugh. It's not just my dislike for oatmeal, which I hate. I'll get in that one day. Just raisin and cookies, I don't think any human beings ever liked. It's not even like a gag that people don't like them, and for what they do with what they do in shows whenever they do that. People have made the world agree with each other for one thing: raisin and cookies suck, especially those.
chocolate bar or something that someone had like left over, or some gummy candy of some sort.
Okay.
Then for dinner, I would probably do like a rice with protein thing, but I would eat like 2.5 bowls of it.
Please tell me you're done. Oh,
then sometimes I would go stop at the local creamery, get some ice cream, and I'm telling you, it wasn't a 1 scoop. Sometimes it wasn't even a 2 scoop, my friends. There was 3 scoops at times. And I always put gummy bears on top of it. Now, this wasn't a nightly thing, but I would say, like, it wasn't not a weekly thing.
Gummy bears on ice cream sounds like it would be so good. I don't think it's good because they get hard. They get hard as a rock. You like Oreo?
They have, like, a legitimate Oreo ice cream back. That was the other thing. Your freaking co-host was trying to kill me. Trying to
Steve?
Make my son fatherless. He got me addicted to Oreos. So then I would eat like a sleeve of Oreos.
No.
You would eat an entire sleeve?
Then I would do poverty chips. So
I've never got addicted to Oreos, actually.
A little bit of chips with cheese on top.
I never do.
And then I would probably
I don't
wash
want to
down
be like
maybe
Steve.
a soda or 2 during the day. Sometimes diet. I want to watch my figure.
I mean, this is wild. This can't be an average day.
being serious, it was probably like 4 out of 7 days a week.
That's like 5,000 calories minimum.
It was getting so bad, Brendan, that I couldn't go to bed because I was like coughing from the amount of food that I had.
At GNC, you'll find all the newest creatine innovations, like new GNC Amp Creatine. It's a first-of-its-kind creatine designed to build, repair, and protect muscle in ways creatine alone can't. For next-level performance, get it now, only at GNC.
Alright, so what about now?
I'll keep that for ghosts.
You,
Yeah, meow.
you said you're not really eating much sugar
Yeah.
anymore. I
It goes
assume
with
you're
meow.
eating
I'm off
healthier.
sugar. I'm off sugar. So I'll have a spin drift, a couple spin drifts. If you want to sponsor the pod, can we get some spin
What's a spin
sponsorship?
drift?
Spin drift is a seltzer that does only the natural flavors. So it literally tells you on the can, this was made with 10 cranberries, 1 lime, and half a lemon.
Oh, that's cool.
I
like that.
Big spin drift guy, the lemon spin drift, king of all the drifts. I just got the Cosmopolitan one. Tremendous. So I'll do a couple spin drifts. Can't drink seltzer before 11 a.m. That's crazy town. I don't have breakfast anymore, so I've cut out the 4,000 calorie breakfast.
Yeah.
I'll
The
have
7-course breakfast is gone.
I'll have like a sip of black coffee for breakfast.
Okay, that's fair.
Just to give me like a little bit of energy. Then for lunch, this is a big Abby tutorial. When I'm not in my flabby times, when I'm in like my healthy Abby, when I'm in my happy times, skip the sides. That's always been my tenet.
I like that.
So
I like that.
I forgot about the fries that I used to get with the sandwich. So I skip the fries, or I'll do a beanie side. Like I'll do a high protein, like a can of beans if I'm starving.
Okay.
So I'll do a regular like chicken sandwich, some beans, then I wait all the way till dinner, and then I have like a salmon with cauliflower rice mixed with regular rice, like a little half and half.
Okay.
And put a little bit of like spicy ranch on it that has like the 60 calorie spicy ranch. Have another spin drift. No sugar though. Like, so no chocolate pepper pretzels, no ice cream. Won't even touch the stuff because I know if I touch it, Brandon, it's an endless spiral.
Here's my problem with you. Just leave it at that. And this is coming from like, I feel like you're gonna roll your eyes because you're gonna be like, you're 110 pounds. Like, what are you giving me advice? I think Steve has said this to you before too. I think your problem is you have like these moments. Abby has had this before where he's like, I gotta get my act together with my diet. I have to like cut this out. But then you go cold turkey and you're like, I'm gonna have no sugar. I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna have 1,500 calories a day. And then it's so hard to keep that up that in a month you go right back to your old diet. Why don't you just be like, I'm only gonna have one little snack a day. I'm gonna have.
I'm an addict. Do you tell
that? It's like an alcoholic, like just have one beer a day. They couldn't do that.
My wife laughs at me, but I'm serious. Like, I've got to be a food addict because
that's a thing. That's definitely a thing.
Because if I do have that scoop of ice cream,
you're gonna have 10 scoops.
I either have all control or no control when it comes to it.
You know, Steve and I talk about this a lot. It sounds like a funny topic, but it's, you know, it's a little serious at times. My family also has, like, they have some serious obesity, like, on one side of my family. And, like, my dad always says, like, hey, we're kind of, like, addicted to food. And, like, you see, like, half of our conversation, more, 90% of my family conversations is about food. And Steve and I always say, a food addiction is like one of the worst addictions you can have. It's not like gonna kill you instantly, but you can't stop eating. So it's like you can eat healthy, but like if you're an alcoholic, stop alcohol, don't touch it. If you're a drug addict or a gambling addict or whatever you are addicted to, stop it, don't touch it. But if you're a food addict, you can't just stop eating or you'll die. But then, like you said, if I have one scoop of ice cream, I can't control myself. So, I mean, credit to you for sticking with it.
It's been about a month now. If I'm going down, I want my son to know that, like, I tried my best. And that's
You don't want to die at 49 with 7 bugles sticking out of your mouth?
The Borat costume also didn't help.
That motivated you?
It was a rough sight for everyone.
How did that go, by the way? Abby talked about it in one of our previous episodes before Halloween that he was going to go full Borat costume. Like, you know, the green bikini that he wore. Did you do it? Like, did you commit?
I went for it. Not as the party started. I was wearing the bodysuit at first, but I went upstairs 2 hours and came down. I gotta tell you, it was a lot even for me. Like, and you know how far...
Like, were people excited or were they creeped out? Because I remember you said it could have gone one of two ways.
They didn't know. It was like looking for the end of World War II, but then after you unleash the atomic bomb, you know that society has changed forever. So I was telling people about it, and they were like, just go upstairs and put on the bikini. And when I came downstairs, thank God.
They're like, ew, I shouldn't have given them that advice.
Thank God, you know, it's dark and there's fog in my house, because there was audible shrieks. There was shrieks. There was shrieks.
That's great. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed our trip down memory lane. Tune in 2 weeks for a brand new episode, and also follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Rate us 5 stars. We'll see you in 2 weeks for another episode.
I mean, we all do it. You see a line, have no idea what it's for, but your brain is like, should I join in? It's crazy, bro.
You don't appreciate being healthy until you're sick. Like, obviously. But how...
Last one. And then I'm gonna have to find something else to do because I can't continue doing what I've been doing. Till I get a new one, I'm gonna have to find something else to have in the background of my videos. Of course, honestly, these streams essentially are nothing to people now. I can't do anything in them. I don't have anything I can do in them. Honestly, I really screwed myself up with this series. More than I probably should have. Alright, anyway. No, I'll find something. I will be uploading this and a bunch of other different videos soon. So yeah.